Welcome back, everyone, to Preparing for the Cambridge Advanced Exam. I'm Roger Bright.
And I'm Laura Sharp. And we've got another super interesting vocab topic for you today, perfect for part one of the speaking exam. We're talking all about hobbies and free time.
That's right. And as always, you'll find a full list of all the vocabulary we're going through today in the show notes, complete with brief descriptions. Plus, there's a really useful Quizlet to help you memorize all these fantastic phrases.
Absolutely. So let's jump right in, shall we? We're going to go through some great expressions to help you talk about what you do in your spare time. First up, we have a few ways to say you like something, like I'm keen on or I'm fond of. For example, I'm keen on hiking in the mountains.
Yeah, and I'm really fond of trying out new recipes in the kitchen. Then there's I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of watching documentaries. Or I'm really into learning new languages right now.
Oh, me too. And if you're really obsessed with something, you can say, I'm hooked on. Like, I'm hooked on that new Netflix series, The Crown. It's so good.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. Then we have some great ways to describe yourself. You can say, I'm a keen or avid, followed by a hobby. So, I'm a keen runner or an avid gamer.
Exactly. Or a keen swimmer. Then there are some more fun, informal ways to describe your personality when it comes to hobbies. Like, I'm a bit of a... You could be a film buff if you love movies, or an art buff if you're into art.
Yeah, or a geek if you're really into technology or a specific niche. And then there's foodie, someone who loves food, of course. Or a bookworm for those of us who devour books.
And for the gym lovers, a gym bunny. Or the opposite, a couch potato. That's me on a Sunday afternoon sometimes.
Definitely me after a long week. And then for the more adventurous types, an adrenaline junkie. And just a simple one, if you're into sports, you can just say, I'm quite sporty.
Right. Now, what about when you start something new? You can take up a new hobby. Like, I've just taken up painting, actually. It's interesting.
Oh, fun. And then sometimes you just want to relax with friends, right? You can go out with my friends and have a laugh. That's always a good way to unwind.
All right. So now that we've gone through all those fantastic expressions, let's put them into practice. Roger and I are going to play a little role play here. We'll take turns being the exam invigilator and the candidate. And we want you to listen carefully and notice how we manage to include some of that target vocabulary.
Exactly. So imagine we're in part one of the CAE speaking exam. Here we go.
Okay, let's go.
Good afternoon. So tell me, what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
Well, I'm a pretty keen runner, actually. I try to go out a few times a week, and I'm also really into photography these days. I recently took up a new hobby, learning how to use a proper camera, and it's been quite fascinating.
That sounds great. And is there anything you've started doing recently that you're particularly hooked on?
Oh, absolutely. I've become a bit of a bookworm, actually. I'm completely hooked on these historical fiction novels at the moment. When I finish work, I just want to unwind with a good book.
Excellent. Thank you.
So there you have it. Hopefully you noticed how we managed to weave in quite a few of those phrases naturally. It's all about practice, right?
Exactly. And remember, the more you use these expressions, the more natural they'll feel. Make sure you check out the full vocabulary list in the show notes for this episode.
And please, take some time out and try our vocabulary-related exercise on Quizlet. Also, a great tip for practicing Part 1 questions is to use tools like ChatGPT. Just ask it to be an examiner, give you a Part 1 question, and then ask for feedback and error correction after you give your answer. The links to all of that can be found in the show notes, along with the podcast's transcript.
Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.